Spirit Halloween is one of my favorite places to go every October. Well, every August through October. This year they have launched their first pilot program of Spirit Christmas. Basically the exact same concept of Spirit Halloween, except apply it to the Christmas season. So I thought I would check it out, seeing as there's one not that far from me, actually the only one not in New Jersey, which is where their headquarters is located. So we made a trip out there. It was about an hour from us, and I'm happy to share with you guys my experience. I filmed pretty much the entire time I was there. I thought I captured everything I could, and I believe that's the case. So please enjoy my walkthrough of Spirit Christmas in North Dartmouth, Massachusetts. I feel very lucky to have been able to walk through the store. Although it wasn't entirely what I expected, I still walked away feeling pretty good about it. So I hope you enjoy, and I'll see you soon. Hello, and welcome to my tour of Spirit Christmas. So this is the Spirit Christmas in Dartmouth, Massachusetts. Most of them are actually in New Jersey. This is a pilot program that they're starting. The people behind Spirit Halloween, which is basically Spencer's. And we just were curious what this was like, you know. It wasn't that far from us, so we figured we'd make a day out of it. So she's pointing to these because this place, as soon as you walk in, this place reeks, man. This was like, I think, like those are pine cones, but they just smell like straight up raw cinnamon. So when you walk in, you're blasted in the face with smells, which is like typical for a Christmas, you know, home goods kind of place, but stinky. So, yeah, so this is basically like their pilot program. Most of their stores are actually down in New Jersey, but we were lucky enough to get one up in New England in Massachusetts. It's about an hour drive for us, and so we figured we'd go check it out, you know. So I've never done one of these before, so hopefully I caught everything that I could. I pretty much walked around the entire store filming, and I think I got everything. I really liked this little Santa guy here, this Margaritaville dude. He's looking pretty chill. That's how I want to be. So you'll see as soon as like we walk in, like there's a lot of just Christmas decorations, right? Which of course you'd expect, but as you'll see on this side of the store that we're on, there's actually like not a whole lot of like novelty stuff. I mean there is, but like you see these these Hello Kitty things. Hello Kitty's like huge right now. But the other side of the store is more of the novelty stuff. So like some of the stuff over here is actually, I don't know, it's like, it's kind of just a mishmash of things. You know, I don't think they sent all of their A stuff to this location because it's the only one not in New Jersey, right? I think they kind of got some of the runoff, but I still thought it was pretty cool. You know, not as much horror things as I thought, but you'll see that throughout the video. So here we have a Charlie Brown Christmas tree. This was I've actually seen this at a few places. So there's stuff like that where it's like, you know, nothing like super unique to Spirit, although there are some things. But this was actually a pretty big size store for them to fill. So over here, it's mostly like glassware and dishware and stuff like that. You know, some cute stuff. This actually used to be a Christmas tree shop, ironically, which closed down I think a couple of years ago. They went out of business. So a lot of candles, salt and pepper shakers. And they were running sales on a lot of this stuff, but I didn't have a coupon or anything like that, so I did pick up a couple things, but nothing crazy. And I did like these mugs, actually. I almost picked one of these up. This is obviously a Grinch mug. This was kind of cool too. This Snoopy like cookie jar, puffer jacket Snoopy. You know, some of the stuff was like a little, I don't want to say it was expensive. It was like, I think 30 or 40. You know, it's not bad, but I do wish, you know, I had a coupon, but obviously they're not going to send something like that out for a limited pilot like this, so. And I did think $17 for that mug was a little too much. Although I like this like stackable mug. I thought that was kind of neat. Some more cookie jars, soap dispensers. This is, like I said, this is basically the home goods section. A lot of, you know, there was a lot of Grinch branded stuff, a lot of Rudolph branded stuff. The IPs they have for this, I hope they grow throughout the years. This is basically, like I said, like, you know, your classic Christmas movies. As you'll see, we're going to move on to some snow globes in a second. Christmas Story. They had a lot of Christmas Story stuff. They had some Christmas Vacation stuff, like the snow globe, which I actually contemplated a few times picking up. This was $30. I thought it was cool, but I didn't think it was quite $30 cool. And again, that's why I wish, you know, I had some kind of discount. I would have picked that up for like maybe $20, $25. It's still cool nonetheless, you know, but I'm sure, again, you can find that online. Like I said, there's not a ton of, like, exclusive stuff at this store. With the exception of these sweaters, which I'll get to in a second. I think I'll walk over there now. Some of these were, like, kind of cool, and some of them were really cringy. So, like, this one wasn't too bad, you know, Ghostface. Which I don't really get the ghost face thing. I see like this one, just the tip, and F around and find out, like, I don't know, that's kind of cringy to me personally. But there was a lot of ghost face stuff there, a lot of Scream stuff. I guess because it sells well, I would imagine. And then this is like a small little goth Christmas section, I guess. I thought these were kind of cool, the Oogie Boogie little light up things. These are kind of like those, you know, the Sam things you see at Spirit and like the Michael Myers stuff. Unfortunately, none of them actually worked. So I couldn't like test it out. By the way, a lot of Nightmare Before Christmas stuff, which, you know, checks out. And you see me testing these, none of them lit up, but those were kind of neat. I don't think I'd seen those before. Again, more Nightmare Before Christmas. You know, they had a limited number of, like, licensed things, which makes sense, you know. But I'm not the biggest Nightmare Before Christmas guy. Although I like the movie, you know. I thought this was kind of fun, this, like, Wilfred Brimley looking Santa Claus. Of course, we had the man himself here. Jolly old Saint Nick in the flesh. lot of like light up like extra sweaters. You know, I guess you'd say they're ugly sweaters, but I thought they were just, there was way too much stuff going on with most of them for me to even like consider picking one up, you know. A lot of South Park stuff, a lot of Mr. Hanky stuff. I did like this Step Brothers sweater that just fell on the floor and I didn't pick up. And this Bob Ross sweater I thought was really fun. I actually sent a picture of this to Piz. I thought Jeremy would absolutely love that, you know. He's a big Bob Ross fan. I thought this was okay, but I really wasn't a fan of all that garland. I thought that was just kind of like, I don't know, didn't need to be there. This Terrifier one was pretty cool with a wreath. I did like that one. So they weren't all bad, but they were also like $60. Yeah, a lot of Elf stuff too, which I'm not the biggest fan of Elf. I know people love it, but never really hit right with me. See, like stuff like this, like you can tell, like this is just Spencer's runoff, like all the, you know, edgelord kind of sweaters. Although I did like this Hooters. I did like this Hooters sweater. I gotta admit that. Got the beer koozies in there. And my girlfriend's walking over with this shirt right now that I actually really liked. This is obviously Christmas Vacation shirt. So now we're making our way over to the second side of the store, which has more of the novelty kind of things and like stocking stuffers, gifts, stuff like that. This was the side of the store that I found most interesting. Although again, it's a lot of just Spencer's runoff, a lot of squishables, which weren't necessarily like a lot, you know, they weren't like the most like, I don't know, they're just random stuff. It felt like they had to fill the space with something, you know. These were kind of cool, these little gift bags. Again, more squishables, you know. just kind of throwaway gifts, I guess. I mean, although I do like the Spirit gingerbread houses, those are kind of neat. So now we finally get to some of the more horror-themed stuff, like these horror ornaments. That's reminiscent of like a vintage clown. You get some Sasquatch, some Krampus, I think there was. You know, Vampire Fangs. I really like that one. The Mistletoe. Get it? And Evil Pickle. These were fun. They were a little overpriced for, I thought, but they were neat. I think they were like $14. I like that little elf guy. They had a ton of like inflatable Christmas outdoor decorations. Those are pretty cool. We don't really decorate our yard or anything, but they were pretty decent. Garfield onesie, or not onesie, Snuggie. The Ghostface one is kind of cool. But again, a lot of like Ghostface stuff, which I don't really understand the correlation, but hey, if it sells, it sells, you know. Again, more squishables that I think were like in dolls and stuff that I like. Those I definitely saw some of these at Spirit Halloween back like in October. Some Christmas Vacation sleep pants. They did have some cool, like, you know, sleep pants and hoodie, not hoodies, some hats and things like that. These derpy ass looking Michael Myers slippers. That I dropped on the floor. He looks a little, looks like he's put on some holiday weight. These were cool. So that Leatherface one, those are both from Trick or Treat Studios. I do have the bust that's basically the exact same thing, but this is actually a Christmas ornament. So I thought that was neat. And they also had, also you'll see in a bit when I walk over there, but this is a Trick or Treat one that actually lights up. They had $5 off lava lamps. I wish I realized that. Could always use a spare lava lamp. This was kind of cool, this little stocking stuffer section, just like little gags and stuff like that. Throw in a stocking. Some like vintage style toys and stuff. Pretty much everything here was like buy one get one 50% off. But I didn't really take advantage of that. So here's those ornaments I was talking about. This Michael Myers, which looks a little goofy to me. I did like this Wolfman. Kind of wish I picked him up. He was cool. Judith Myers tombstone. You see me checking the price on that Wolfman. I'm really thinking about it. Some more horror ornaments that were different than the ones over in the other section, but nothing crazy. And some more Christmas ornaments. These were kind of cool, the vintage like board games and whatever that is. I did like the fast food stuff. Those are fun. And these like frozen pizza ornaments. Love this guy. I thought this was cool too. They had a bunch of like horror themed wrapping paper. This is all from Trick or Treat Studios. They had a couple Halloween ones. I think you see me pull out another one in a second. They had Goosebumps, which is this one right here. And I think they had the Evil Dead. And they might have had like a Trick or Treat one. Necronomicon wrapping paper. Bunch of blankets. They were some of them I hadn't seen before, but nothing too special as far as I was concerned. But they had a decent amount of blankets there. I did like that Killer Clowns one, and a Saw blanket, which I've never seen before. So there you go, guys. That's my walkthrough of Spirit Christmas in North Dartmouth, Massachusetts. Do I regret going? No, I don't regret going at all. I think that this is their first year doing this, and this is not their flagship store or anything like that. This is kind of like a pilot of a pilot being outside of New Jersey. So I think for what it was, I think it's pretty much met all my expectations. Now they are owned by Spencer's, so I feel like there was a lot of like extraneous stuff in there that didn't necessarily have to be there. But again, they're trying to fill all this space, and this is their first year doing this. So if this is successful in the future, I hope that they are able to incorporate more branded stuff and exclusive things like that. So hopefully we see this continue. I'm not sure how well it's doing this year, but it was pretty busy when I was there, and I'm sure that the ones in New Jersey are doing well too. So hopefully we see this continue. I do think it's a great idea, and yeah. So I'm just gonna show you guys a couple things that I did pick up, and then I'll let you go. So I did pick up this Halloween Judith Myers tombstone that you saw in the video. I thought this was pretty cool. Now this is from Trick or Treat Studios. This was $10, so you can get this on their website. It's not like you have to be at Spirit Christmas to purchase something like that. And the same goes for this Halloween wrapping paper. So now this was $12, a little expensive for wrapping paper, but I thought, you know what, and I've already wrapped most of my presents, but I thought, you know what, this would be a kind of a cool thing next year to use to wrap some presents. I got to be a little stingy with it because it's only, what, 30 inches by 30 inches by 96 inches, so it's not like the most wrapping paper. And again, this is from Trick or Treat Studios. You could order this on Trick or Treat Studios' website if you were so inclined. And then last but not least, I am a sucker for a t-shirt, so of course I got the Christmas Vacation t-shirt. I thought that was cool. That was one thing that I was like, you know what, while I'm here, I'll pick this up. That, I don't think you can get online, but it was cool. So yeah, that's all I picked up. I didn't really go crazy or anything like that. There was some neat stuff there, but it was nothing that I felt like I had to own. You know what I mean? So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know what you think. Do you want a Spirit Christmas to come to you? Do you want this to continue? Is this something that you could see yourself doing every Christmas? Would you like to see more horror things incorporated? Because I know that I would. There's plenty of Christmas horror movies out there, plenty of Christmas horror IPs that you could easily incorporate into Spirit Christmas, and I think that would really give it a boost as far as drawing the audience from Spirit Halloween over to Spirit Christmas. So let me know what you think, guys. I really appreciate you watching. If you liked this video and you want to watch it without me mumbling over it, I'm going to post that link right here or somewhere, and then you can watch it without me talking. I know I like those kind of videos, and I thought maybe other people would like those as well. So please go feel free to check that out, and I'll see you very soon. Bye, guys. A massive thank you to my Patreon supporters. If you would like to support this channel, you can find those links in the description. Bye bye.